Hey guys, Julian with SoCal Esports and MOBAFire TV, joined by Vulcun Sycho Sid. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Now, you guys just came out of a very long game. Can you sort of describe how you're feeling after that win, after having sort of a tough MLG Dallas?
Yeah, well, so our final score for this weekend was 2-1, and it was actually, we're feeling good. Like, the game was sticking to us. We try to just, like, we came from behind and tried to do it as smoothly as possible. Whereas the game versus complexity, I feel like we rushed it a little bit, so that's why we lost that game.
Now, you were playing Singe this last game against Dignitas. Can you sort of go into like your build order as opposed, like normally people are sort of building Tear the Goddess first more. You went into Rod of Ages first. Can you sort of go your thought process behind that?
Yeah, so I normally do not build tiers first, even though a lot of other people do. I just feel that Rod of Ages helps boost that early game, and like the extra 700 gold that you need for tiers just gets in the way of what you want to actually build. Like for me, Rod of Ages first item is usually core. If you can't get it, then you're having a bad game.
Now, kind of going a little, you guys played. It's a very long game. Zuna was telling me, he's like, man, Tristana's just like that late game hyper carry. You were sort of taking a beating so he could sort of do it down. Is it normally like that? Do you guys normally base your comps around Zuna, or is it more of a more team dynamic type deal?
Well, I would say it's more of a team dynamic type of like play style that we play, but at that point where it's like late game Tristana, we have to base it around him. Like I'm just putting full tank items, and my goal is to throw as much goo to slow as many people and just like omen the AD carry, so that like not only am I soaking up the damage, but I'm also mitigating a lot just from proccing that Randuin's omen. So like the lower attack speed on Draven, and I won't take as much damage.
Were you guys sort of focusing after Draven after that fight, because PewDiePie has a pretty powerful Draven?
Well, our kill order was usually whoever's closest. Like our goal is to protect Tristana, and we were just calling out targets like, oh, Crumbs, get Vi. Because Vi, like, she went Lizard Outer into Bulwark, which it was kind of questionable because Tristana is, like, the real threat. So when I threw her back, like, he didn't have, like, as much armor to tank it up from Tristana as opposed to me tanking up Draven.
Do you guys have a specific play caller on your team?
Yeah, well, like, in the past we kind of struggled with who's doing the play calling. Like, it used to just be like a mixture of everybody, but now it still is kind of a mixture, but we're valuing Mandatory Clouds calls a lot more.
Now, you guys had sort of a beginning of the season struggle at LCS with the team. You guys had just come from Fear. You guys went into Vulcun. You guys are sort of starting to pick that up. Now that you guys are all living in the house, is that sort of helping your team a little bit more as opposed to when it was just sort of playing online in Ven or whatever it was?
Yeah, like gaming houses, there's nothing more to it than it helps if you know how to use the gaming house. Like you live together, you guys like start building that synergy. Just having 5 people like physically in the same room is good enough, because you can keep everyone in check. Like whether you can see whether they're paying attention to you or not. Like every voice is valuable, and that's how we see it.
Cool. Well, I want to thank you for the interview. Is there any shout-outs you would like to sort of give to your team? Anything else?
Yeah, so definitely shout-outs to Team Vulcun, Ali and Murdy, they're wonderful sponsors. Shout-outs to our newest sponsor, Nas Fuels Gamers, and then my family and friends who support me, and yeah, to my teammates, like, they're awesome. Oh, and our manager, Christina, or Nom Sain, and our coach, Ken.
Well, cool, Benny. Thanks you for the interview. I really appreciate it. Hey, guys, Julian coming to you from MLG Dallas on behalf of MOBAFire TV, Razor, and SoCal Esports. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like just below the video.